All right, so I'm very excited for this video. I'm going to be using Bankr to deploy my new token. Where is it? BKAWK! So that is the token I'm going to be deploying on Bankr. I'll tell you more about BKAWK later. But first, what is Bankr? Bankr is essentially it's the combination of AI plus crypto plus social media. I'll show you actually the website. I can say something, Bankr, buy me $20 a Bankr and sell it when it pumps 10%. I could do something like swap $5 a Bankr on base to Solana, right? So actually multi-chain. OX Deployer, really, really cool guy. Let me follow him as well from this account. He's the co-founder or founder of Bankr. He also founded a bunch of other projects. Really cool guy. So I can actually send him tokens, or he can send me tokens through BankrBot. So that's what we're doing today. We're using BankrBot to deploy a token. Note that Bankr uses Clanker to deploy the tokens and create the LP tokens. So this is actually another platform. Bankr will use Clanker to make this meme coin. But to provide or to avoid getting too complex, let's just focus on Bankr. So I have this meme coin launch plan. This is something you guys can download. The doc's going to be in the description. Essentially, this is going to, you can drop this into your Claude environment and it will help you to do everything I'm doing. And not only am I deploying a meme coin, I'm also creating the entire website that goes with it. So this is going to be essentially using plugins. So Bankr has this Claude plugin, and I will show you how to install this into your Claude Code environment. Okay, so I'll show you how to put it in here. But it's going to be using this plugin to help you to use Claude to deploy these tokens. So you can deploy directly from X, but my goal here is to use Claude because I also don't want to just deploy the token. I want to create the website and have everything in one place, and so it can be easily managed. Sneak peek, in the next video, I'm going to be making a marketer agent plugin. And so that's why I'm doing it all in Claude, because I wanted to also create a plugin that allows me to market this meme coin to the world. But to prevent getting ahead of myself, so let me show you what I've done so far. So I have this this repo. It's a completely empty repo, just an empty folder, and it's already ready to go in Claude Code. There's this little guy here. I have an X account, as you've already seen. I'm kind of sad that Bankr's not replying to this. Maybe he's like, this is such a stupid post, and he won't reply. Usually he will reply if I ask him a question. So I have the GitHub repo. I have the X account. I actually have already connected and bought a domain for BKAWK.fun. I've connected to Netlify. And the reason for this is that Claude is going to build a website and it's going to deploy it to GitHub. And GitHub is connected to Netlify. Netlify is connected to the actual domain. Okay, so that's maybe a little bit confusing. If you want me to make a video showing you how to set up those things like GitHub, Netlify, website, I can do that too. Just ask in the comments. But essentially, I've already set this up. The reason why I've set this up is so that I can just build in Claude Code. And the only really other two things you need is, number one, you need a Bankr account. And so this Bankr account I have connected with my X account. Okay, so if you have an X account, you can just essentially authenticate through X account into Bankr. And once you've done that, it's going to create you a wallet. And here's my wallets here. And notice that I've already funded it with like $7 of ETH. You don't really need too much ETH to deploy a token. So I put $7 in there. Okay? And then the final thing is you need an API. So here's the Claude plugins that I made. To do that, you just, again, you make your Bankr account and then you go click on APIs. And then you name it whatever you want. This is a private key. So don't share this with the world. Don't share it with your friends because this is like access to your Bankr account. Okay? And then with all that said or done, oh, actually, there's one more thing. You need some sort of image generation because remember, we're making a website and we're making a token. The token needs an image, and for the website, you need a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to be using Gemini to do that. Okay, so without overcomplicating this, let's go. Let's see, what is my first steps? I think, the next step would be to actually install this plugin. So here I am in Claude Code. In order to install plugins, you click this button here. And you can see that I made, the previous video I made was showing how to make custom plugins. So you can watch that if you want to learn more about this feedback code pilot that I built. But you can also install pre-made plugins. Okay, so you click this button, you say browse plugins, and then we're going to be doing this through GitHub. This is their GitHub page. So drop that in here, bankerbot/Claude-plugins, click sync. And I've already added it, but you will see a thing, you just say okay, and then you will see this here, okay? So the Bankr Claude plugin actually has 3 different plugins. I can show you their GitHub page. And so here are the 3 plugins, the Agent Dev, the Bankr Agent, and the 402 SDK. In this video, we're just using the basic Bankr agent. Okay, this is for normal crypto stuff like using the API for trading. The other ones are for different purposes, but in this video, just install this one. Okay, and then I'm going to say continue. This is essentially saying, hey, it's going to be using an MCP server, which is allowing Claude to do stuff outside of Claude Code environment. I say continue. If you click manage, you can see all these different things it can do, like a transaction, automation, error handling. These are all the skills it has. And the command we use is Bankr agent. Okay, so that's really all you need to do. And so then I think we can actually start in here. I will be doing some stuff. Are you ready? So I'm just doing that to get this going. The first thing we're going to be doing in the Claude Code is actually running this Bankr agent, because right now there's no API key, there's no nothing. Okay, and we've already installed the plugin. So in order to activate it, you just type /Bankr, and this one we're going to be doing a -agent. There we go. And I'm just going to invoke it. And it's probably going to ask me for my API key first. Let's have a look. All right, so I have now set the Bankr API key. It's the one that we found on this website here. So it's the key for this. I put it into Claude, and it's saying, hey, we need to restart Claude Code. So I'm going to do that now, and then it should be good. So let me restart it. All right, and now it's restarted. I'll say something like, okay, so now please try to check my ETH balance on base chain via the Bankr plugin. Okay, so it should be able, now it has access to my API key, and also even in the env I give it access to my wallet. It should be able to check the base balance. Let's see, oh no, API access not enabled. Oh, okay, so I got to turn on API access. Okay, this is good to see. Let me just turn that on. Here we go, this is what I missed here. So click yes, API access. Okay, so now that's API agent access, restrict read-only. No, so we actually don't want read-only, we want write as well, because it's going to be doing stuff. Okay, so now that's done. Let's see if it can do it again. Please try again. I just enabled it. There we go. It looks like it's working. So job. It's saying, here's the prompt. Show me ETH balance. It's running a timeout. This is because it takes some time. It's going to poll. Let's just pause while it does this. Okay, and there we go. We just use the Bankr plugin key. Okay, so that was the first step. We now have everything set up. We have the plugin working in Claude Code. We can see it's able to pull our balance. And now we get to the fun stuff. Okay, so going back to this document that I said you guys can download. Essentially, I've done all these things, right? I talked to you about the empty repo in Netlify. I've dropped it into the root. We just did that. We've opened it in Claude Code. Okay, we just did it. We made sure that the Bankr plugin is good. All right, and now we can do this. Here you go. So read the meme coin launch plan and follow its instructions. So I've dropped in that this free guide that, again, you guys can download, description. And I've just said, hey, you know, check out this doc, and all the information you may need is in that document I shared earlier. So like your API key and the website information. I'm gonna click go. And what it should do now is it's gonna read that document, and that document is set up to tell it exactly what it needs to do. So you go, multi-phase project, and I put this into plan mode, and this is just so it makes a giant plan before it starts actually coding. Okay? And so let's let it do that stuff. Okay, so about 10 minutes later, and it's done this. This is the Claude plan. Remember I told you I put it into planning mode? Well, this is what Claude will do if you put it into planning mode. It'll make this kind of document. And this document has covered everything in this. Okay, so before I show you that plan, let's actually review this document, the one that you guys can download, because it covers everything we need to know. So I've already covered this, like the pre-steps. But what it's doing now is this stuff. Let's zoom in a little bit. So it's going to first, this is the kind of the flow it's going to follow. It's going to collect details from us. So collect details about the meme coin you want to launch. So what is the name? What are the vibes? Then it's going to give you a couple prompts. You're going to put these prompts into Nano Banana to create them. Then after that, it's going to actually use Bankr to deploy the token. It's going to use the like the token address and stuff to create the page. And then it's going to push that into the GitHub, which is going to go to Netlify, which is going to go to the page. Okay, so that's the flow it's going to follow. And the next thing it's going to do is it's going to start building this plan. It's going to ask me for this type of information. Okay, so perhaps as as Claude is doing its stuff, you could actually create this yourself. So what do you want it to be called? The token name. What is the token symbol? Do you need like a tagline for the website? Okay, what is the description? You know, what is the story for this meme coin you're doing? The vibes, you know, is it futuristic or degen or cute or whatever? The color palette, this again is for the website. And again, the website personality. Is it minimalist or is it kind of like meme heavy? What is it? Okay. So as it's building, you can start collecting these things. And so going back to Claude, that's essentially what it's telling you, right? So it's going to collect the token details, token generate the art, etc. So I'm just going to approve that, and it's going to start asking me for these things. So I've already created a document with all the stuff I need for this meme coin. So I'm just going to drop that in. So yeah, it's just going to say, okay. Say go to proceed to, so yes, go. And so all these steps, this is what is outlined in this markdown file, okay? So this markdown file, again, I made it for you guys to make this process easy for you. It's going to tell the Claude agent exactly what to do step by step by step. And so that's what Claude is doing. It's, you know, first it's asking me for this information. I'm giving it. Now it's going to start to create the image prompts, which I'm going to put into Gemini. Okay, and then after that, it's going to deploy the token. Other things I mentioned, you see it's put it into the plan. So that's why this document I created is really helpful for you. So let me let it give it some time. All right, so it has made these 3 prompts. Okay, so here's the token icon for the meme coin. Here's the feature image, which is going to go onto the website, and then a full website mockup. Okay, this is like the design that Claude can look at when it's building the website. So I put those into Nano Banana. You can see that here. So here are those exact prompts. I just dropped them in. There's the token icon. Here's the feature image, and then here is a mockup of the website. Okay, so that's all that. And then it told me to put them into this folder. So I made a public folder and I put those images in. And I'm going to say go. Okay. And what it should do now is it's going to use these and it's going to then start deploying the token, which is the fun stuff using Bankr plugin. So let's give it time to cook. Okay, just confirm that stuff. And it said, are you ready to deploy? And I said, yes, I am. And you can see here it says launching Bankr skill. It's going to send this prompt deploy token on base with these details and all the things that I put in, right? Let's see, website. Oh, Twitter AI meme tools? No, that is wrong. So yeah, make sure to check these because these are not correct. So let me pause and fix that. Cool. Yeah, so this one looks better. So the website I'm using, BKAWK.fun, and the Twitter, OXBKAWK. Cool. And I would say always allow. And so what it's going to do now is it's going to actually deploy, which is the fun stuff. You can see here, it is using a tool right here. You can see it's, here we go. Here's the pending job using the agent plugin. It's getting the status. Okay, so I'll let that cook and I'll show you the results. All right, and now it's saying, hey, everything's done. Here's the information. Cool, so it's collecting all the links. Excellent. So we now have a meme coin that is on base. It actually just happened through the Bankr plugin. Amazing. And just while it's, let's see, save, say, yes, please continue. So it's going to start building this website now with this information. But while it's doing that, I can actually show you this token. So token, you can see this is the Uniswap LP token. Here's the actual token we just deployed. You can see that it has a Uniswap v4 pool, which again is what Clanker built, or Bankr built through Clanker. And so cool, it is there, and then here is the LP. But of course, no one has bought it yet. It's completely empty. Let's see, 3 transactions. Yeah, so I also noticed that the image is not here, so that's not ideal. So we may have to figure that out later. But anyways, let's go back to what Claude is doing. So, okay, yes, all these things are correct. And now it's starting to build the website. So installing, we're using Vite for this, Vite and React. It's creating the git ignore, so all these files don't get sent to GitHub. And it's building all the stuff, okay? And again, remember, this is going to be built based on 2 things. First, it's going to be built based on this document that I shared with you guys. This document is actually quite important for you because it's not just building a website, but it's also going to be doing things like, where is it? Right here, so Gecko API terminal. This is so it can pull up the price of your token. It's going to be having a rotating RPC, and this is so that it can collect information from the blockchain without having to buy like a private RPC. So it's just going to rotate through these. If there's any errors, it'll go to the next one. All this stuff I put into this document. Again, if you need it, just go to the description. You can download it for free. And yeah, so here's all the file structure of what it's going to be building. And so I'm going to let that cook, and then when it's done, I will show you the final website. Bada bing, bada boom. It says it's done, it's building, it's running this. There we go. Look at that beautiful website. So excited. you can see it's pulling the token supply. This is directly from the blockchain, which is great. The volume, of course, all these things are 0 right now because no one's bought it. And this is looking beautiful. Okay, and again, to build this website, you should be using my document because I have outlined exactly what it needs. Okay, but look how beautiful this is. Okay, remember this is the token image that we created at the start. This is the feature image that we created. This is looking like the, so here's the token contract address. You can see all this stuff, right? And this is the information I put into the document itself. This is beautiful. Okay, so this is looking great. And what it's gonna do now is it's going to deploy. Yep, I'll say yes, please push to GitHub. Okay, and that's actually the last step of this. There we go. So look, notice this is on the actual live website. It's the website, the Vite, the Vite app that we just created. So if I go to my X page here, I'll be like, hey, Bankr, check out my new token on Base called, let's see, BKAWK, and its website, BKAWK.fun. Actually, I should probably tag the actual thing. Bankr. Oh my God, BankrBot. There we go. So I'm gonna wrap up this video here. What is that? Nope. I hope that's helpful for you. And in the next video, I'm going to be creating another plugin for Claude Code. And this plugin is to market this token, okay? So I hope that was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe. And again, if you want this document, it's all for free. Just check in the description. There's a link there. Click it. Boom. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye.